He looked and wondered, but could only hold himself up for a short while before he once again slipped to the ground and fell asleep. During that time, Tran-Do had finished collecting the necessary supplies, and with perfect timing, slipped across the compound and unbolted the cell's door. The lieutenant was still curled up on the floor, in fetal position. Setting down the knapsack of supplies, Tran-Do softly whispered,
"Lieutenant, wake up."
Then, in a slightly louder voice,
"Lieutenant, wake up. I'm getting you out of here."
When he still did not stir, and knowing that speed was essential, the general gently started to lift him up, but the lieutenant's body was cold and limp. Tran-Do froze, as he realized that the man in his arms had just died. Died so recently that rigor mortis had not even set in. Stunned in disbelief, he gently lowered the body back to the earth, and leaving the knapsack of supplies behind, exited the cell. He walked to the very furthest part of the camp and stood on the edge of the cliff that overlooked a deep valley that the river had carved into the soft rock over thousands of years. On the rocks below, there were the bones of prisoners who had thrown themselves off to escape their Khmer Rouge tormentors. He had never thought about them before, but now he did and found himself contemplating doing the same. His one hope for salvation, the saving of this one good man, was gone. This man that he had known less than a day. This man whom he felt closer to than men he had known his entire life. If he was incapable of doing any good in this world, why not just end his life? This way, at the very least, he could do no more evil. As he stood at the edge of the cliff, the weight of the evil deeds from his past urged him to throw himself into the abyss and end it all. But every time he was about to take that final step into the void, something stopped him. What that something was he could not figure out, as he went over and over it in his mind. Who was Tran-Do? The real Tran-Do? Was he the innocent child who once wanted to become a Confucius monk? Was he the idealistic youth who really believed he could change the world with every neuron in his mind? The youth who readily embraced idealism while ignoring the reality of human flaws? Was it the officer who oversaw not only the murder of innocent humans, but the murder of humanity's saving graces of mercy, compassion, and forgiveness? Was it the man who was willing to risk his own life to save the lieutenant, or did that even count since the intention was never achieved?